What's up my friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be making 3 easy highballs, and as of now I still don't know if I'm going to be calling the video 3 easy summer highballs or 3 easy Father's Day highballs, because Father's Day is approaching and all 3 drinks fit the theme perfectly, but they're also quite refreshing, so that also works for today's theme. But whether I'm going to be calling the video one way or another, I'm confident you'll be happy that you've clicked on the thumbnail. So without further ado, if you are ready, let's go make some tasty drinks. Let's go. Alright, so before we jump into the recipes, like I said, Father's Day is approaching, so if you are a father watching this, or better yet, if you have a father that you love and are looking for the perfect gift, well, I just might have the perfect idea. This video is sponsored by Klaris, which has been for the past 3 years my go-to clear ice maker. A lot of fathers already have all they need and oftentimes even more. So the Klaris clear ice maker is just the perfect gift for any father who's into making drinks at home. And the best part is there's absolutely zero learning curve. All you have to do to make perfect clear ice at home is to fill up your tray, place it in your machine, press start, and wait. The result is each time perfect quality clear ice, and that with zero skills required. So if that sounds interesting to you, head over to their website. The link's gonna be in the description and pinned comment down below. And if you use my promo code TOTR10 at checkout, you will receive 10% off your purchase site-wide. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the machines and what they can do along the way during this video, but now let's start with the first cocktail of the day, the Dirty Martini Tonic. So this one is highly inspired by the 50-50 Dirty Martini and Tonic by Schmuck in New York City, but we're going to be making it slightly differently because I don't know exactly their specs, and also I'm not using the same gin, so it's going to be a little bit different, but pretty similar and also super tasty, I confirm. So we're going to start with 1.5 ounces or 45 ml of Empress Cucumber Lemon Gin, 1.5 ounces again of dry vermouth, and 1/3 ounce or 10 ml of olive brine. Next, we're simply gonna pour this into a small bottle. And we're simply gonna place this in the freezer until ice cold. So you can make as many as you want. You can also make big bottles of that and just make like a freezer door Dirty Martini, place it in your freezer and pour it whenever you want. I think a single serve bottle like this is really cool. So I'm gonna place this in the freezer. And while it's getting cold, that's gonna be the perfect timing to talk about the first machine I wanna talk about from the Klaris lineup, the Klaris Mini. This one, like both Klaris machines, use the reverse directional freezing method, which is hands down the best way to make clear ice. It makes 2 cubes at a time. The cubes are 2 inches by 2 inches, and it takes about 8 to 10 hours to run a cycle. So you can run 2 to 3 cycles a day for realistically up to 18 cycles a week for a total of about 36 cubes, which is plenty enough for a lot of people. So now we're gonna grab a large Basque cider glass. We're gonna fill it up with 2 beautiful Klaris clear cubes. Then we're gonna pour our ice cold 50-50 Dirty Martini. We're gonna top it with equal part of tonic water. We're just gonna briefly stir it to incorporate everything together. Next, we're gonna express a lemon zest across the top and garnish with 3 jumbo olives. So there you have it, the 50-50 Dirty Gin Martini and Tonic. Cheers. This is absolutely crushable. It's like a gin and tonic with some savory notes and a lot of complexity because of the dry vermouth, and the cucumber lemon gin from Impress pairing with the olive brine is just chef's kiss. I really love this. A great easy summer highball and also perfect for Father's Day if your daddy is into like anything between a gin and tonic and a gin martini. I love it. So now let's move on to the second cocktail. We're gonna make the BEERICANO. This one is a simple riff on the classic Americano made out of Campari, sweet vermouth, and topped with sparkling water. But here, instead of the sparkling water, we top the cocktail with beer, something like a Pilsner or a Lager. And we also garnish the drink with some beer foam. So it looks great, it tastes wonderful, it's super easy to make, and also a beer cocktail just seems like the perfect match for a Father's Day cocktail compilation. Now, this drink was highly, and I mean highly popularized by Justin, aka Thirsty Well on Instagram. However, it was not created by him. It's a guy by the name of Damon Bolte from the Brooklyn's Grand Army Bar who created this little masterpiece. Now to make the drink, we simply gonna need one highball. It's a built drink, so we're gonna make the drink right into the glass. But before we add the ice, just a quick word on the classic Klaris machine now. This one uses the exact same technology as the Klaris Mini, makes the same size of cubes and the same quality of ice, but it makes 4 cubes at a time. It works pretty much the same way. You just fill your tray with water, place it in the machine and wait until it works. It's magic. It takes a little bit longer to run a cycle, so you can run up to 2 cycles a day for a total of 14 cycles a week or about 56 cubes. Now with a classic, there's a major difference, and it's the fact that you can buy another tray, which instead of making 4 cubes, make 3 large highball spears, which is very convenient. So this is what we're gonna use today for the BEERICANO. Then we're gonna add 1 1/4 ounce of Campari, same of sweet vermouth. We're gonna top this with beer. With a spoon, we're gonna mix all this up together. And then we're gonna add some beer in a shaker tin. And using a milk frother, we're gonna make a nice beer foam. We're just gonna float a little bit of the foam over the drink. Express orange zest across the top for the oils. And there you have it, the BEERICANO. Cheers. This one, for those in the know, will understand what I mean, I'm sure, when I say it tastes a little bit like a pecan beer. I mean, we have the orange, the bitterness, and the beer flavor that really gets you in the zone of a pecan beer, but with more complexity, and I'm all here for it. So if you like anything from a beer cocktail to a bitter aperitif, you will love this one, I'm sure. So that's it for the second cocktail. Now let's move on to the third and last drink, sadly. But today we're gonna make a Kentucky Black. This one is a modern classic created by Eric Castro, who's also responsible, by the way, for the Piña Verde. So you can trust me when I say this one's gonna be fantastic. So we're gonna start by chopping some strawberries. We're simply gonna remove the stem, chop them in a couple of pieces, and we're gonna do 3 of those. Next, this one is usually topped with ginger beer. Today I only have ginger ale because apparently it's really hard to get ginger beer in Spain, or actually at least where I am in San Sebastian. So instead, I'm just gonna cut a couple of slices of fresh ginger and I'm gonna muddle that with the strawberries. Next, we simply add all that in a shaker, and with a muddler, we're gonna crush that to release the flavor of the ginger and the juice from the strawberries. Next, we're gonna add 2 ounces or 60 mils of bourbon, 3/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and same amount of simple syrup. Now before we shake, I'm gonna take my Klaris ice press to make some ice spheres for the service. So the ice press by Klaris was designed to make the biggest spheres you can possibly make with the Klaris clear cubes. And there's also 2 designer plates, one on each end, to engrave some beautiful design in your ice cubes if you want. So after I made 3 of those, I'm gonna fill the shaker with ice and shake it 10 to 15 seconds. Now we just add our 3 beautiful ice spheres in a Collins glass. Fine strain the cocktail in. Like I said, today I'm gonna top it with ginger ale, but if you have ginger beer, it's even better. So we're gonna add about 2 ounces of it. Just a quick stir to combine. For the garnish, we simply add 1 strawberry, and there have it, the Kentucky Black. Cheers. This is a fantastic drink, and while all ingredients are very common, altogether they make something very surprising. There's almost some kind of a creaminess, I guess, coming from the muddled strawberry and the texture it gives, and the aging notes from the bourbon with the freshness of the fruit makes it very unusual but delicious. It's a refreshing drink, surprising but straightforward at the same time. I really really like this cocktail, and I'm sure you're gonna love it too. So my friends, this is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Klaris, for sponsoring this episode. I hope you liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, to turn the bell if you want to make sure not to miss the next one. And until then, thank you very much for watching. Happy Father's Day if you're watching this close to Father's Day, and happy Summer Highballs if that's why you came to see this video. So once again, thank you very much. Have a great day and see you very soon. Cheers.